There we go.
There we go.
We are live, Mary
Week
Grace.
after week after week, my wonderful Mondays with you and my crew. Hi, everybody.
I know.
Welcome.
Just going to hop into the group because we still are streaming in the group. We're streaming on YouTube right now. We're streaming the group. Yep, we are there. And we are going to transition soon over to our Grace and Grit page. So we'll talk about that in a second because I'd like to get some people on first before we go and make that announcement.
Yeah,
but how are you? What did you do anything for the eclipse today, Mary Grace?
Do you want to know that I was down in my office and I totally missed it. I forgot.
Yeah, so did I. That's okay. It got dark here because, my office is upstairs and there's a window in front of me. It did get dark here and I went, oh, yeah, that's the eclipse.
Yeah.
It was like kind of one of those things.
Well, when we're so absorbed in loving our work so much, we're not going to leave it for anything.
Yeah, that's
not even a once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse.
Not even no, the next one's going to be in 25 years. So I think we're good. I think we're okay. We'll be able to do that. Hello and welcome to everyone that's hopping in. Hello. I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody. I can see it popping up on my screen now. Do you like my new background?
I love your new background. I love that piece behind you. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So, okay, listen, I'm going to ask you gals that are watching, if you would please, you're all saying hello. Thank you so much. If you guys would please do me a favor and just drop a comment. Let me know, number one, where you're watching from. So what city and state, and number two, who invited you here tonight? So how did you find out about this live stream? And we're so happy to have you. We had a ton of new people join this Facebook group, Mary Grace. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to welcome them. I'll go in and welcome them and tag all their names. But I'm going to go ahead and tag the new Grace and Grit Studio page to their names so that they can go ahead and, join us there because we are going to be moving over to the page very soon. We've got Iowa in the house, let me tell you. Iowa. Darla Lawson.
Thanks for joining, guys and girls. Thank you.
Okay, so what we're going to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is another Iowa. Oh my goodness, 5 Iowas in a row, and then 6 Iowas in a row. So
Kay Demer and Kay Demer is part of this.
Darla Lawson are doing their job, and then a Tennessee.
One of these things just doesn't belong.
Yeah, one of these kids are doing his own thing. Do you remember that? That's a 70s thing. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight really quickly is I'm going to ask Mary Grace a series of 4 questions. And these 4 questions are the most common 4 questions that people ask when they are either considering direct sales or they're looking for a side hustle or a little business on the side or just an extra stream of income. So Kay Demer invited a ton of people. Thank you, Kay. We appreciate that. And we welcome everyone here. So what I'll do is I'll go over these questions. If you have any questions, you're welcome to put them in the chat. But what I want you to do tonight is just listen to what Mary Grace has to say with just a listening ear and an open heart. Because quite honestly, this business is perfect for everyone as far as we're concerned, but you may listen to it and think, no, that's not for me. But you might know somebody that it is for. And if we can bless that person, we most certainly are going to want to do that. So thank you so much. We're also going to have a Google questionnaire for you to fill out at the end. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you are part of the Grace and Grit Studio, it is pinned to the top in the feature section. So Mary Grace, happy Monday. Happy Monday. And let's start with the most burning question of all. And I love how you answer this. So I'm going to start with, why direct sales, Mary Grace?
Well, this is probably the longest answer of the 4 questions you ask. And it is because, you guys, I can't describe how average I am and how, if something becomes popular, how I'm right there in the mix, So I know that the way that I think is so common, none of us are average, but just pretty much how a lot of people think. And if I had heard the phrase direct sales, I probably would have gone running thinking, oh, my family's going to make fun of me. They're going to say it's a pyramid scheme, whatever. So what's really important to me is that everyone understands what direct sales is, because it is so often confused with multi-level marketing, or, where you try to get your friends and family to sign up and they have to have something hit their credit card every month. No, direct sales is different. Direct sales strictly means direct to consumer. It really was the original sales forum when the guys
Yeah.
used to go with their little carts door to door at the log cabins, right? And in today's world, it truly is a preferred way to shop because, well, think about it. So much has gone online, which there is a convenience to it, but you miss the person to like help you or
Yes.
yeah, fix problems, all that good stuff. And we don't necessarily all want to go trekking off to the mall anymore because you're limited to what's there. You don't have the choices that you can get online. It's
Right.
wonderful with direct sales that we can offer online and in home with that person in the middle that can totally take care of you. So that's what direct sales is. And one of my favorite stories about direct sales is David Bach, who wrote The Automatic Millionaire. I'm going to make this super short. I usually give it a little bit more detail. But mainly, he was teaching people how they could be average, everyday people like you and me, could become millionaires in a very short time should they choose to invest $300 to $500 a month. What he realized very quickly, and which spoke to me because I definitely was living this life at the time that I heard it, was how few people had extra money to invest. Most people were not living paycheck to paycheck, they were living beyond paycheck to paycheck with things going on credit cards. So if they had extra money, they weren't going to invest it. They were going to pay off debt. They were going to, keep it for an emergency fund or whatever. So he literally felt like a big part of his mission, Janine, was to find a way that people could bring in extra income without totally upsetting the balance of their life.
Right.
Because he didn't want people to have to give up things. He didn't want people to have to go back to work that had decided to be stay-at-home parents or whatever. And he said it just this way. And that's when I discovered direct sales. And he said, oh my gosh, it was the mother lode of wonderfulness. Those are my words. But he said it was like unbelievable because it is all of the advantages of running your own business with none of the overhead and none of the responsibility. So indirect sales, just think about it, for a way bigger income or hourly income than you could make going to work for somebody else part-time. You can do this part-time gig and you can decide when you want to work. You can decide when you need more money. You can decide when you need to be someplace else. You can decide what hours you're willing to put in, especially in today's world with the capabilities that we have on social media and online. So honestly, it has been a true life changer for many, many of us out here. And we say, I started it to make $100 a week for groceries.
Yep.
Now I probably make $100 an hour. I don't know, but it has really developed.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, it really has developed into something absolutely like incredibly life-changing, taking us into a whole different lifestyle than my family and I would ever think that we could have. So you can do with it what you want.
The best part about what you
might be real different than the reasons, where you end up, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the best part about, and I listen to this every week and every week I get something out of it. I truly do. But the best part about this is that when you start a direct sales business, you literally weave it into your everyday life. It fits right in there. It's not something over and above. It fits right into your everyday lifestyle. And that's the best part about this job.
Absolutely.
All right. So now, sorry. Okay, now we know what direct sales is. Let's talk about jewelry. Why is jewelry important in the direct sales market space?
Oh, okay. So I love this one. Because my original, Janine and I both, just as an aside, used to work for other direct sales companies. We were both high achievers in other direct sales companies. We didn't know about Park Lane. When we learned about Park Lane, we wanted to come here, and we were also very attracted to the fact that Park Lane is the only company that offers people levels and positions that are commensurate with their experience, their pay, what they've achieved. They recognized our experience. Where I'm going with that is both of us used to sell in home products. And I think each of us, we've talked about it, we're kind of like, who would sell jewelry? Again, I'm such an average, didn't know, didn't do my research. But guess what? Luckily, Park Lane did their research. And when Shirley and Arthur Levine started this company in 1955, they knew that they wanted to start a direct sales company. They knew they wanted to use a business model where they could create generational wealth within their own family, but also help other families like us to create the same thing.
Right.
They didn't know what product, but they were super brilliant. And what they did is they said, we're not going to guess, we're going to do our research. So they hired 3 separate consultants from 3 separate consulting companies. And they tasked each of them with going out into the world and coming back with their 3 top product choices. And I always love this, that they go, be ready to defend your answers. So off they went. And much to the Levines' shock, actually, because they were thinking in-home product. That's kind of what was really popular at that time, like Stanley in-home products. Okay. What they came back with was jewelry as number 1, all across the board. All of their other second and third choices varied, but they were all straight across the board, number 1, jewelry. And they were ready to defend their answers. And that's what I'm going to tell you right now. And just things I hadn't thought of, but now I've lived them. I mean, jewelry withstands the test of time. It's been around ever since the first, I don't know, I go cave woman, figured out how to put like a little rock on a leather string, and all the way into projections and forecasts that show it going just tremendously up in the next decades, just tremendously up. It's not going anywhere. Our market, we sell to, obviously men, women, every demographic, every walk of life, every economic situation, just truly everybody in some way or another has worn or considered jewelry, right? So the market is absolutely huge, not only just for buying for themselves, but even buying for others, because it's one of the top 3 gifts in the world: candy, flowers, and jewelry. It's the only one that withstands the test of time, which goes back to the first argument, that the solid argument that they made for jewelry, the consultants did. Also, like, it's considered consumable, and that really meant something to me. See, people don't buy one piece of jewelry and they're done. No. Fashion and jewelry changes with the trends, with the seasons, with the outfits, just everything, okay? So it is constantly evolving, changing, and people are always mixing it up. And there's a lot of logical reasons, economic reasons that people want to have jewelry, because it's so much less expensive than buying a whole new outfit or whatever. So it's one of the only products that goes up in sales in economic hard times, which we just, experience. From the other vantage point, things I hadn't thought of is it's very inexpensive to ship in store. So it's great for me because I can grab a bag the size of my purse and off I go, and I have jewelry to show if I want to. But also, Park Lane is in such good shape because they keep millions of dollars of inventory in their Chicago warehouse. So we're always in really good shape. Also, people wear our product. We wear our product, and people who get the product from us, whether they were gifted it or purchased it from us, wear our product. Jewelry is considered one of the number 1 conversation starters, compliment gainers, and confidence boosters. All of those reasons people are like remarking on people's jewelry. Guess what? They send the leads right back to us, and it's not any big annoying way that we're keeping in touch with people. It's happening like that way. I think there's probably more, but I think that was good enough on my jewelry.
I think that's more than good enough, because that explains exactly why you choose a market that works for you and works for other people, which is what you talk about all the time. So why Park Lane? How does Park Lane fit into all those things that you just said?
Yeah, I mean, I forget there's even other jewelry companies because whatever, right? But yeah, when I chose Park Lane, I don't always share this story, but it is something to tell you, is that I was in a position where I had a couple different job offers. And one of them was to be the head of all of the training of all of the consultants at another jewelry company. And it was flattering. It was tempting. But I thought, whatever I do, I want to be able to offer the best. And Park Lane has the richest programs in the industry. We have the most generous customer sale. And when I say customer sale, I mean anyone who buys gets this great deal. That's not typical anywhere. So people are so proud to share us with their friends and family because they want them to have part of this great sale.
Right.
Okay, so the people who share us with their friends and our family, those are called hostesses. Those are people that may have a gathering online or in person. We give them free jewelry, and that really our average host is anywhere from $300 to $1,000 in discounted and free jewelry.
Insane.
Now, I just want you for half a second to go back to what I said a minute ago, which was about people wearing our jewelry. You can see how that serves us. We don't want people buying one necklace. We want people to have so much jewelry that people are commenting on it like practically every other minute. Like, did you just go in and change your outfit again? So that is all really, really great stuff for us. All of the programs that you hear about other companies doing, we're a little bit of one-uppers in a very proud way, okay? So other companies, some don't, offer like an incentive trip every year. Park Lane does 2, 1 European, 1 tropical, and they always make it extremely earnable for the very newest person, because the idea is to grow your business, not to just reward people like me that have been around since the Stone Age, right? They want to like really reward the new people, okay? We have a Mercedes car program where, in addition to all the wonderful income that I make, I'm able to have my car paid for every month. We earn free jewelry every month, up to $1,000 in free jewelry. And if we choose to buy jewelry, like if you're out there right now buying jewelry, you guys, you can get all of the amazing deals, but then also get a paycheck from anywhere for 30 to 50% back. We call that the friends and family discount. These are super unusual things that Park Lane does. Most companies have a direct to home office profit, not us. We get paid on everything. And I lost my train of thought there for a second, but it was important. Oh, yeah, this is one of the most important things. If you've ever been with another company or heard about them, almost all of them have minimums. Almost all of them have like certain criteria you have to meet or you're out. No, here at Park Lane, once you attain a certain level, a certain title, you never go backwards. If you take off a few months because you have a family emergency, you come back right where you were before. So no, there's nobody like, hounding you every month saying you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. So yeah, Park Lane is definitely and we've been around since 1955. Yeah. Cash rich, debt free. We know we're going to get paid every week. We get paid every week. So I can keep going.
We do. And the no quotas and the no minimums is probably the biggest thing everybody asks. That's probably the biggest question. It's very scary. And you don't have to deal with that here. Well, don't you always say that we lead with a carrot, not a stick?
Yeah. And they don't believe in leading through fear and intimidation. They believe in leading through possibilities and desire. So it's fun.
And I really do believe that we have one of the best leader teams in the direct sales market space.
What do you mean one of?
Probably the. You're probably right. I don't know. It's a little,
Okay. Refer back to Miss Stone Age.
Oh, I didn't just mean you. I meant everybody. But you're fantastic. Come on. We have to give Mary Grace a little pat in the back every once in a while. All right. So I'm going to ask the final question because, everybody goes, oh, it sounds so good. It's too good to be true. Da, 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 da. Why now? Why is now a great time to join Park Lane?
Oh my gosh. Well, any time is a great time to start. It seriously is. And, I'm going to drill this home before, someday before I leave this earth, every person I've ever going to come across is going to know this success principle, which is successful people lean in. Successful people do not overthink things. If you find yourself, but what if this happens? But wait, maybe when? No. Successful people, if you're excited right now, you need to just lean in and do it. Not for me, not for Janine, for you, because it means you're excited about it. Everything else will reveal itself. I was patting myself on the back like a fool, but we truly do have a leader team with hundreds of years of experience, seriously. Mm-hmm. And we have cut and paste images in a business ready to train you, and you could be up and running and getting a paycheck this week, seriously. Also, this time of year is really super great because we are just dropped a new spring capsule. We're going to drop a new summer capsule. Then we have a new book coming after that. And we have this incredible deal where for $99, you get to choose $600 right now, $600 worth of jewelry for $99. That in itself is a great deal. It's your jewelry.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's your jewelry to do with what you want. It's to show, it's to wear, it's to sell at a vendor fair, it's to do whatever you want. But that $99 also includes all of the things that you need to run a business, like your own website and access to our back office and all those tools that I just told you about. You ask anyone if they can start a business for $99, much less get $500, $600 worth of jewelry out of it. It's really just crazy talk, and naturally it's a write-off on your taxes. Now, we believe that the smartest, most intelligent, just going in with a bang way to start, regardless of how little or how much you want to do this, is truly have like a promotional get-together. It can be online. It can be in person, but it's really a way for people in your circle to know, I'm the jewelry lady now, right? Now, what's so cool about that is, like, let's say I invited you to this call. Well, okay, Kay, let's do Kay. So we have so many Iowas. She would do this promotional party for you. The only difference would be that you would get the paycheck instead of her. Not only do you get the paycheck, but you can still get your $600 worth of jewelry for $99, plus all of the hostess credit. And then plus any of the growth that comes, any of the orders, the bookings, anything, all of those are your contacts now. So this is big. So you guys, even if like $99, your antenna go up and you go, oh, I knew it would cost something. No, truly, you do this. By the time your credit card comes due, you have a paycheck for more than that. So that is a really neat thing, especially if you have significant others in your life that are kind of raining on your parade a little bit. So that's that.
Yeah. We did get a question, Mary Grace. Heather asked, is there monthly fees for the website? Great question.
No, it's $99 and it's for a whole year. And if you decide to stay with us after a year, then they'll charge you $100 for the next year. So Janine and I pay $100 on the anniversary, mine is July, of when we started Park Lane. And that has never gone up.
No, that has never gone up. It's $99 to start, and then $100 after that every year. Yeah. And interestingly enough, that $100 not only covers your website and your back office and all that training, but it also covers all of your credit card processing fees. We do not pay credit card processing fees. So that is super, super cool. Well, that was a great question, Heather. Thank you so much. Anybody else have any questions? Drop them in the comments. We'll wait a couple seconds and see if anybody does. But while we're talking, do you have a renewal fee that has to be paid yearly? Yes, that's correct, Chris. We do. And it is $100, and it comes around once a year from when you sign up. A year around, and that 100 covers what we just talked about. Yeah.
Can I do something? Can I just do something real quick? Our CEO, Scott Levine, is doing something called New Beginnings. And he wanted us to invite guests to come to the New Beginnings Zoom. And what's going to happen is it does cost $10, but you are guaranteed a new exclusive piece of jewelry. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but it's one of our very popular pieces, but in a new color. And it retails for $28. So even at half price, it's $14. If you come and listen to the new opportunities, it's $10. So would you let the person who invited you know that you would like to be registered for this event? It's going to be on April 16th at 6 p.m. Central. We'll get to make sure that I have my facts right. But, and also if you're not available, there will be a replay option. So please let Kay or whoever invited you know that you would like to also be included in that. I'd love to see you get a free pair of earrings.
I'm glad you did that, because I actually just dropped the link to the registration form right in the comments of the Grace and Grit Studio. So it's there. It might be 8 p.m. Kay is saying it might be 8 p.m.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
It'll say it on the registration form, but that is really good. I also want, since I have all of you on, if you all could take a moment when we're done and go ahead over to our page called Grace and Grit Studio business page, like and follow that page. We will be doing the lives on there. We'll announce when we're going to do that, but we're going to go ahead and move this group over to that page so that we can reach more people. So 8 p.m. Central, Kay is saying. It's probably 8 p.m. Central. So thank you, Mary Grace, for all those. I mean, you did a wonderful job. You covered everything. Everybody asked great questions. Don't forget to register for the New Beginnings. It's $10 and you receive a new piece of jewelry. There's nothing wrong with that. And also don't forget to go over to our Grace and Grit Studio page right here on Facebook and like and follow the page. Thank you, Mary Grace.
Do your Google survey, because one of you is going to win jewelry curated to your liking. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.